back at the Directors Guild for the final day of the Outfest Film Festival for the awards ceremony. The awards were given in various categories and hosted by the illustrious Mama.
You know, this year, I did not see one bad film, which is always amazing at Outfest. You know, it's sort of like a drag queen. Just because you put on makeup and a wig doesn't make you talented or pretty. And just because you make a film doesn't mean that it's good. And
among the winners was Mitsuyo Miyazaki for her short film, Suyako.
My film was inspired by my grandmother's life story and also kind of based on her story, who maybe was closeted lesbian, and I made this film to give her the moment of freedom that she couldn't have, and hopefully she sees it, so I'm sure she was here too. But also I wanted to encourage the younger generation to live, to be who they are and live their life to the fullest. And thank you so much, Albert.
In closing the ceremony, it was made clear the major importance of the existence of the Outfest Film Festival.
it's really important what we do here at this film festival. Coming from a big city, it's easy to be out and proud and gay. But when we think of people who live in smaller communities, who watch our films on Netflix and go into bookstores or on Amazon and buy these films, it's a way for them to connect to this larger community. And by us continuing this work, we're helping young people not commit suicide. We're helping people come out in their workplaces. We're helping people come out to their families. When this started 29 years ago, we didn't have this type of voice before. And by consistently being this way, we have shows like Glee or Will and Grace on the television. And we should be very proud of what we do.
After the awards brunch, I attended a special screening of an episode of Drop Dead Diva. Creator and executive producer Josh Berman spoke about the storyline based on real life.
I was at the GLAAD Awards last year, and Wanda Sykes got up and started talking about the true life story of Constance McMillan, a teenager in Mississippi who was denied access to her prom because she was a lesbian. I was just kind of moved by the story, and Constance was there, and I decided at that moment that I really wanted to share this episode on Drop Dead Diva. And to be honest, it's kind of a controversial subject matter for Lifetime. In fact, first season I wanted to do a story with a small story with a gay character in it, and we weren't allowed to at the time. And it's just amazing to me how far cable networks have come in just 3 years. When we pitched this storyline to Lifetime, they not only did they say yes, but they embraced it, and they've sent out screeners to the press, and it's kind of amazing for me and Jamie to watch this transformation in just 2 years and what is now okay in the boundaries that we are allowed to push on a traditional cable network. What's important to us is to cast this with members of the gay and lesbian community, not necessarily playing gay or lesbian characters, but just put them in the episode so that young people today can see their role models in an episode of television, gay, straight. It really didn't matter for us, but it was important for Jamie and me when we were writing and directing the episode that there were the familiar faces out there. And it kind of all goes in with the It Gets Better campaign for us, which is like, look, there are people just like you, 10 years older, 20 years older, 30 years older, and we really kind of have that whole spectrum on the show that are doing well, and we're happy to lend their acting talent to us.
From Outfest 2011, this is Skip Bolden.